doesn't make people do bad things, but it enables people to do bad things. We make bad people famous because there is an energy and power in that sociopathy, and they are out there working for that attention. TikTok just makes me sad. It is so centered around looks. People take every opportunity to show off their looks, or rather what they call glow ups. Attractiveness is what makes you famous in this day and age. It is very sad, right? And what a shame, right? But yeah, that's just a fact, and it is what it is. A lot of people got famous for their looks, literally doing nothing. Oh, aside from the dances, aside from the trends, even celebrities who obviously got famous for their talent, it's understandable that they worked hard, or that looks have been part of the picture for some time now. Just think of the celebrities that you know, right? Most of them are beautiful, right? That says a lot. Most of them are attractive, right? That says a lot. How pretty someone looks has been and will always be an advantage to the rise of fame. It's a shame, I know it's sad, but it is what it is. I mean, look at how most of these people are. Most of them are attractive, most of them do surgeries, to just kind of like fit in. Talent is definitely lacking nowadays, and people focus more on appearance rather than talent. Of course, everyone else is like, why did we make this person who literally does nothing famous? Well, I think you better answer that question, because the answer lies within you. First of all, why did you follow them? Is it because of their appearance, or you genuinely saw talent in them? Morals are slowly dying. Toxic behavior is normalized. I mean, it's no longer seen as toxic nowadays. Why is it that most of these famous people are problematic? Here is my analysis. A few years back, people had to compete through corporate channels to get famous, and those channels acted like filters. But nowadays, fame is democratized. It's very accessible and easy to attain. Anybody can get a camera and upload. I'm not saying it's bad to upload, but this simply means that
there are no filters to who becomes famous.
It depends on whether they have the audience, or rather the platform for it, or not. So when you look at a sample of TikTok famous people, right,
They will always be
a bias towards a certain type of person who is compelled to upload, these videos of themselves. Attention seekers, narcissists, and
sociopaths as well.
so fame doesn't make people do bad things, but it enables people to do bad things. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me make mention that people like watching this type of people who are basically problematic, because our brains are drawn to that. Let me give you a scenario, right? Realistically speaking, you're scrolling through YouTube, right? YouTube recommends YouTube videos. A video where there's a caption of a girl doing a makeup tutorial, and another video of a girl maybe cursing and saying bad things, or just doing weird stuff. Realistically speaking, which video are you going to click on first? There is a 90% chance that your brain will draw you to clicking on the cursive girl's video, because you are anxious to see what exactly she's doing, and you are going to follow them because you want to see more of the bad things or the questionable stuff that person is doing. It's your brain telling you to like, okay, watch, click, watch this. So usually our brains are drawn to watch, or rather see things that are questionable, because like you are anxious, you want to see, and you're like, oh my goodness, why is that happening? That is why you see that on TikTok, there are people doing weird stuff. There are people doing questionable stuff. There are people doing things that are not normal, but people are watching that content because they're like, oh my god, let me find out what is this person trying to do. They want to see more of what that person can do, so that they can judge the person as well, and they can have something to say about that. We make bad people famous because there is an energy and power in that sociopathy, and they are out there working for that attention. Just take your time, go and watch videos of people doing questionable stuff. Go through the comments, comparing a video that has, normal stuff and a video that has questionable stuff. That is why you find that mostly these people who are famous, especially on TikTok famous people, most of them are problematic. And if you see the things that people are uploading, you're going to question yourself. You'll be like, okay, why is this person doing that? But do not forget that those people are always going to have views, because something questionable always has views, because people always have something to say. And the more we watch those questionable stuff, the more that person will be compelled to do even more questionable stuff, because they want you to see that. And nowadays people do not care whether they're doing something good or bad. The only thing that they want is views. They don't care about anything else. That is why we have more problematic people, and I just fear for the future, because oh my goodness, like there's a lot of weird stuff going on out there. But let's not forget that everybody has done bad things before. The only difference between famous people and you and I is that the bad things they do are known. They're known to us because they are famous. I mean, we know them. That is why, because you want celebrities to be perfect, they end up not actually being perfect. Well, because it's impossible to attain perfection. Unfortunately, famous people are always in pressure because they are expected to act in a certain way. But getting back to the problematic issue, when celebrities do bad things, they have to be accountable for that. Just like you and me. Just because they are famous doesn't mean they should get away with everything that they do. No, it doesn't work like that. But nowadays, it's working like that, which is a shame. I think it's important for us to ask ourselves such questions as, why am I following this person? I think analyze the people that you're following and ask yourself why you're following them. Sometimes it's important when you just detach yourself
from certain things.
Especially in social media nowadays. Social media is so addictive, especially TikTok, because TikTok is one of the best performing social media platforms. There's like traffic there. A lot of people are on TikTok. A lot of people are watching TikTok. And it has become so toxic such that it is, becoming worse. There are children on that app. Children are being exposed to these things. Now imagine how the future generation is going to be, how these children are going to grow up, keeping in mind that they're growing up in this era of TikTok. Literally, when you are on TikTok, you are bound to be messed up if you're not careful, because most people have lost their self-esteem just by being on TikTok. Most people are no longer proud of themselves. Most people feel like they're not living the perfect life. But don't forget that social media is just social media. What people show you on social media is what they choose to show you. Nobody is going to show you when they're having bad moments, of course, unless a few, but nobody is willing to show you their bad pictures. Everybody's going to, put on nice clothes, and stuff like that, but they just show you what they choose to show you. If you know your confidence is dropping, I think it's high time you just delete some stuff. Just delete some apps and, work on your mental health, because mental health at the end of the day is what's important. So that is what I had for today. So tell me what you think and give me your opinions. Let's get interactive in the comment section. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Have a lovely day, night, or bye.